Hi, recording has started.
Sorry, can you hear us?
Hi, yes, recording has started. Hello, mic test. 1 2 1 2, mic test 1 2. Hello, mic test.
All right, let's begin. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining today's VCT Pacific Scrum. We are here with Mindfreak and Alex from PRX. Before we move on to the Q&A session, let's hear some thoughts from Mindfreak and Alex about today's match. Mindfreak, let's start with you.
What's the question?
Thoughts, random
Oh, thoughts. I think we should have won Heaven, but our city rotation and position is kind of weird since we changed some role in the team, which is me and who else? And DJ. So should have won Heaven, I think, because we had like 7-0 lead. Then yeah, so I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I think it could have been 2-0 for either team, or should have been 2-0 for either team. And both teams can't play defense for some reason. Aside from that, I think definitely, I think this we need to play better. I think we at PRX, I think we're all quite disappointed at the result. Expected the last match to be closer at least.
Thank you. We will now begin the Q&A session. We'll start with questions from journalists here on site. If you have any questions, please raise your hand.
Hello guys, congratulations on the loss. Solara from UR.GG. I have two questions. My first question will be to Mindfreak. You mentioned today the role swap on your team between you and Jing. So I would like to know what was the reason for that change and how comfortable you feel on your new role.
Oh, because we put Jason on duelist, and then it's not double duelist meta. Is it? Yeah, it's not double duelist meta anymore. So we kind of need to fit Jinx in, which is smoke roll. And then what's the second question again?
How comfortable are you feeling playing the new agents?
I would say now not really comfortable. I'm still learning, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm still learning anyway, so yeah.
Thank you so much. And my second question would be to Alex. It's about the Icebox comp.
Yep.
So playing now Info Centric, and especially the team need to be a little bit more proactive, collecting the info, especially on the yellow, and so what advantages do you feel the current comp is giving that you can sacrifice not having this agent on the comp?
It's just easy to attack. I think that's all. It's easy to attack, harder to defend. It's also, if you want to run Teo, I think it's a bit hard to. No, sorry, if you want to run Waylay, I think we find it very hard to run it with just like a Sentinel in general. Like it's just hard. You can see on Fracture, it's not as easy as Icebox was to get in the bomb sites just because you run Waylay. I mean, we're still trying. It might change. It probably will change. It might change in the future, but I think the Icebox com at least we did it justice. We decided to win our attack, and I think we did a good job.
Yes, that's true. I agree. Good luck to you guys in the next match. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any more questions on site? If you do, please raise your hand. Okay, next we'll take questions from those joining us online via Zoom. Please use the raise hand function and we'll call on you.
Hi, could you hear us loud and clear?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, let's start with the first question from Rabia from Esports Insider.
Hey guys, sorry for the loss today. My question goes to Alex. It was good to see Forsaken on Duelist today, and I would like to extend upon that. Coach Mini mentioned on Twitter during the game that getting Forsaken as Duelist was his hot take of the season. They're losing right now, but they had to take the risk. How much do you think the new strategy worked today, and will we continue to see Forsaken on the same role in future games as well?
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea to like just flip flop between these kind of things. I think we're a team that when we make a decision, you know, it's we're gonna stick to it and see, like, try our best to do it. I mean, I think the worst thing we can do right now is switch up Jason to something else just because we think it's not working. I thought it worked fine, you know. Like we honestly lost on defense, and we defending like that, you know, you just don't deserve to win, even if your attack is strong. Sorry, what was the second question? The second part of the question?
Yeah, it was about Forsaken playing Duelist in the future, but I think you mentioned that. You gave the answer. I also want to touch upon the short interview that we had right before stage 1 over email. You said that the team is not ready right now, but you guys will be ready before your game against DRX. Can I ask what was the reason behind not being ready at that time? And also, considering today's game, what kind of things you think worked for you guys, and where do you guys need to improve in future games going into stage 1?
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping we'd be ready. I think our strategies are not fully fleshed out. It could be better, you know. I think you know, when sometimes it's something new on both sides, something new, right? I've never seen DRX play double duelist for years, I think. You know, and for us, we've been playing double duelist forever and we're not playing double duelist anymore. So it's hard to be ready like for first game of season, you know, anything can happen. I'm sorry, my head's all over the place. What was the second part of the question again?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. What kind of things you think worked for you guys today, and where do you want to improve in the future games?
I mean, it's hard to say. Like this meta, you know, like if you want to go into the bomb side, you just can go into the bomb side if you have to and stuff. Like nothing you can do about it. I thought that worked, you know. Our side hits were nice. Our defense, I think we need a lot more confidence. I think we were taking way too many individual duels, even though we talked about it and we tried not to. We tried to make sure that we rely on teamwork rather than like trying to like just out aim everyone. But we fell back to old habits. So definitely improve on that. I think we need a lot more confidence. I think the problem is we play a bit differently from practice, and it's a bit disappointing to see, you know, like especially when you have no anti-stratting, nothing, you know, you're just trying to figure it out on the fly. It's like a scrim basically, and we should have done a lot better.
Understand. I definitely agree. Thank you so much for the answers, and good luck for the next game.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabia.
Thank
Next, we have a question from Malik.
Hi, coach. So I represent for the Vietnamese influencer. So I have a question for you. Given the fact that currently it is the new agent that's came into Valorant meta, which is Waylay, knowing that, you know, previously with the giving time with Tail, you did not have time to adjust to the upcoming meta, and like you know, with kickoff being so kind of like sorely disappointed. After giving like 2 weeks now and being able to like prep with Waylay, what could you say would be the difference between back then and now with the preparation that you have for the upcoming matches?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think the preparation time is any different. Conscious decision not to use the new agent too much because we felt like we didn't have time to understand it fully. And I think that backfired on us, you know. So this time we don't want to make the same mistake. So the first thing we did was to chuck it everywhere and see how to play it. I mean, I think we still need time, but the good news is like it's a league, right? So eventually we'll figure out whether it's good or bad. Whereas for kickoff, you know, like you make a mistake, you just bomb out, and we lost to DFM. They used Teo and Pearl, and we deserve to lose that one. You know, I think that was a mindset problem. I think we were a bit too careful, we were a bit falling back on old habits, so we decided to be a bit more decided to go back to being more creative and being more confident that what we do is correct. You know.
And touching on a little bit of that part of being confidence, could you say like today Jason Forsaken was a bit under confident because as a lot of people have known, like he is probably the main caller for the team, and also he's playing a role for duelist oftentimes, which is like a very difficult role to play while calling as well. You think that this can have like an effect on the team as well as the player's mindset as well?
Mm, I mean, I don't think he played badly per se, to be honest. I thought he tried a bit too hard, you know. I think when it comes on the last map like that, and then you have a really bad CT half, everyone like just tries to overcompensate, and that itself is the real problem, rather than the calling. Jason has been calling all his life, and even when he's duelist, like he's still one of the main callers in the team, you know, like it's not as though he doesn't have input. He talks the most in scrims, he talks the most in tournaments. So I don't think he played badly at all. I think we were just not as cohesive as we should have been on defense. You know, on defense, I felt like he tried to win the game for the team, and sometimes that caused him to play a little bit worse than he should. It's something we'll work on over the course of the season. And I think you'll see a way better version of him by the end of split one.
Thank you very much. One more last question. So sorry.
Sorry,
a lot
Alex.
of-
We are running out
Oh.
of time, so we have
Oh,
to
sorry,
move on to the next area. Sorry, Alex.
Oh, I got you. Thank you.
My fault.
DJ, we can move on to the pre-submitted one. Thank you.
Sure. We have a few pre-submitted questions to go through. The first question goes to Alex. It's been more than a few months since we last saw PRX compete given the team's early elimination in kickoff.
Yep.
What was the biggest issues you had to adjust from the end of that event to the start of stage one?
I think just identity. You know, I think we've succumbed to the pressure of like trying to play perfectly. I think we wanna change that. You know, we wanna be a bit more loose. I think the expectations that we heap on ourselves sometimes it's a bit heavy to bear. You know, and I think we need to be more. We either need to like stand up and be better at handling the pressure, or we need to find a way to take the pressure off. I guess in this case, you know, like in this year at least, we're not the favorites anymore. In a way, that's buys us a bit of time, you know. Like we can safely say, hey, we need to work on it. And we'll try to be better by the end of split one, rather than like we have to be better now. We have to be the best now. I think it's an ongoing process, and I think we will slowly work at it. It's I cannot remember the question. Sorry. I hope I answered your question.
All right, the next questions is from Pedro Romero. So we're seeing PRX make various role change for this stage one group stage. How has that process been for the team, and what has been the most difficult part of it, all in your point of view? Also, what led to the role swaps?
What was the last part? Sorry.
What led to the
What
role
led to role
swaps?
swaps? Yeah, I think previously I answered. We want to move Jason to duelist. We want to play one duelist, so that means everybody has to compensate because normally we play with two, and Jason doesn't play duelist. So that means everyone is sacrificing their time to learn new agents, and I think it takes a while. Some agents are a little bit more complex than others, you know, so it takes a while to see the best of them. There's a lot of mindset changes that we have to make. You know, like our certain players are be less aggressive, certain players are be more aggressive, and I think that is the thing that's costing us a little bit on defense. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you. That wraps up today's Scrum. We'll be back shortly with our next Scrum or game. Thank you.
Thank you.